What happened to college humor? That's a question a lot of people ask. I've been watching College Humor for many years, and I too have noticed, significant changes in the way they've made content and the content itself. And, let me preface by saying that I don't think College Humor has gone like completely down the shitter or whatever. This is not me ranting about how College Humor sucks now and like the old stuff was just so much better. But I do think that there are significant changes that have been made that have sort of sapped it of its original identity, which I feel is regrettable. So basically, a lot of people like to blame the ousting of the old staff and the coming into the new staff. At least the ones you see in the videos for this change. That College Humor has gotten too politically correct. That it's now BuzzFeed. And I think that that's part of it, but that's not the whole story. Well, first off, yes, there was definitely a change from when some of the original writers left. You've got Streeter Seidel and Sarah Schneider. They've gone on to SNL. Dan Gerwich is writing for Last Week Tonight. Just lots of talent gone. That original core group is, it's not there anymore. You still got Pat Castles and Brian Murphy, but even Murph is moving on to different stuff. I doubt you're going to see him around College Humor much longer if his new show takes off. But that said, I'm not saying we should have kept Sarah Schneider and around, but I do think that is definitely, you're definitely going to have different sort of sensibilities when you introduce new talent. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but I don't think that's what changed College Humor, really. That's what sapped it of its identity. What changed really was the paradigm of how College Humor distributes its content. You see, it used to be that there weren't really that many College Humor videos, on YouTube or whatever. You would go to the site, to watch all the Hardly Workings, and it would all be there for you. And it would have its own video player. But nowadays the site is a joke. It's just an aggregate for whatever shit they can throw together. And that's probably why, people perceive College Humor as a BuzzFeed knockoff. But, well, there's other aspects which I'll get to in a sec, but that's definitely a core part of it. Go to the College Humor website and you'll see that it's not tailored to be navigated through. It's just tailored to have, look at the shit you can click. But now, when I look at College Humor, when I look at the videos they're putting out, I see calculation. The thumbnails, the titles, they're all calculated to be clicked on. They're clickbait essentially, and and I say that in neutral terms. I know clickbait has negative connotations to it, but when I say clickbait, I mean more. It's designed to garnish as much attention as possible. So I'm looking right now at one they posted 3 days ago. This would the guy who always talks about hot girls, and you've got Mike Trapp and Zach. I'm sorry, I forget his last name, but they're two of the relatively new talent, and they're like looking at each other with derpy faces, and I'm just thinking, is this Smosh? Is this, Shane Dawson? The calculated kind of thumbnail, and just the title. The title is not meant to be clever. It's not meant to be snappy. It's meant to, say, oh, whoa, what's this? What's this? That's what BuzzFeed does. That's the new media headlines. This kind of leading sort of thing. It's not about being clever. It's just about getting as much attention as possible. And I get that in one sense. Business is business, but at the same time, it feels way more calculated, especially with the content they're creating. With the subject matter. Like all this stuff that they're talking about now. College Humor used to be way more willing to be random. It was willing to be more alienating with its humor. I'm not trying to say that political correctness kills comedy. That's not what I'm saying, because College Humor in the old days was not like this sort of MRA 4chan, bastion of punching down humor. That's not it. But it was willing to not be confusing. It was willing to sort of dive into anti-humor or gross out humor or scatological dark humor, But nowadays, it's just kind of, jokes that Jane Q Millennial will share on her Facebook wall and be like, oh my god, lol, so relatable. And I think that's why people have become disenchanted with College Humor, because it now feels way more. It doesn't feel like their heart is in it anymore. It feels like it's just a business, And I think that's why a lot of people were turned off of, say, Nostalgia Critic, in recent years, because it's been feeling more and more like it's their business. That's where you get every accusation of a content creator, quote unquote, selling out. It's when you know that it's a business designed to make money that you start to feel disenchanted with it. And I think that's been true for a lot of artists for a long time now. Do I have an answer? I don't know.